What's up, guys? I'm Anthony Totri. I'm here in the bar for another edition of our Big 12 Power Rankings. On to Week 8. This conference continues to eat itself alive. We've got some movement at the bottom, in the middle, but things at the top are really starting to heat up. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what I got this week for our Big 12 Power Rankings. Iowa State still remains number one. This past weekend, UCF gave them a run for their money, but Rocco Becht and company held off RJ Harvey. They stay put at 1. BYU continues to impress. They squeaked one out over Ollie Gordon and the Oklahoma State Cowboys on Friday. An absolute thriller in that one. Kansas State, they stay put at 3. They absolutely dominated a pretty bad West Virginia team. Avery Johnson and company continuing to keep pace in this conference. Now, Cincinnati moving up 2 spots after a big win over Arizona State, 24-14. Had the luxury, of course, of not playing against Sam Leavitt, Arizona State's starting quarterback. Nonetheless, Cincinnati got the job done for 4 quarters. Colorado at 5. They continue to climb the rankings as well. Shedeur Sanders and the Buffs now in the top 5. They got a big win over the Arizona Wildcats, 34-7. My goodness, the Wildcats look bad. Tech, they fall 2 spots after a head-scratching loss to Baylor. Baylor scored 59 points on Texas Tech. Mind you, Baylor is a bad team in this conference. Texas Tech needs to figure it out. Arizona State, they fall 2 spots as well, down to 7 after that loss to Cincinnati. This team now has a bye week before getting ready for Oklahoma State. TCU, the biggest riser this week, moving up 7 spots after a 13-7 win over Utah. Utah is officially bad. We're officially out on Utah. I'm not a giant fan of TCU, but when you continue to string together wins and you do this in Salt Lake City, Josh Hoover has the Horned Frogs climbing. Baylor, second biggest riser. They move up 4 spots after their big win over Texas Tech. I'm not sure we've moved them up the rankings at all this season, so congratulations to the Baylor Bears on that. West Virginia at 10. They fall a spot after absolutely getting just beaten badly by Kansas State. West Virginia, they're looking forward to 2025 at this point. Oklahoma State, they fall to 11. They, I believe, have still yet to win a conference game. It is going to be a long couple weeks for the Cowboys. UCF, they stay put at 12. Utah, they continue to fall. They're at 13. Arizona at 14. My goodness, if you're an Arizona State fan and you see this right now, just exhale. Just exhale, because that is so sweet to see that the Wildcats are bad enough to be 14, bottom 3 in this conference. The Kansas Jayhawks, my goodness, congratulations. You got yourself an FBS win, and you did it over conference opponent Houston. You dominated. I believe they scored 40-something points in that contest. Houston, because of the way that game finished, Houston now back to the worst and last spot in our Big 12 Power Rankings. Guys, hit the like button. Head to the comments. Let me know who you think the best team in this conference is and who you think the worst team in this conference is. And, of course, we will be back next week for another edition of our Big 12 Power Rankings.
We all silly like the mayor.